Hi guys, today we will talk about production setup with HTMX. Let's go. What do we have here? HTMX app, obviously written in Java 21. We'll have Postgres as our database, Nginx. It will serve us as a reverse proxy, rate limiter. Also, it will handle our SSL certificates because we'll have HTTPS, and interestingly we'll have zero downtime deployments, so it's also necessary for that. As to why we'll see this, we'll see in a while. And a few scripts obviously to automate things and processes, and we also have Nginx HTTPS setup. We run this only once to set up HTTPS certificates. And here are some requirements as for our exercise. So obviously Docker, Java 21, and Maven if you want to run local development, as we'll first before setting up the production. If you want to follow along, you need to have DigitalOcean account because we create droplets and infrastructure there, but you can also have just virtual machine with SSH access. And some domain that you have right to use to set up HTTPS, Python 3 and pip for scripts to prepare infrastructure. So without further ado, let's start, guys. So actually, let's start with local development first, because I think it is a crucial component of every production setup that we can have productive local development. So we have an app for HTMX. Obviously, there's no front-end backend distinction. Actually, HTML, we'll see this in a while, but we don't have any template engine. I just define templates in Java code. We have some inline JavaScript, as you can see, but we do have some static files, most notably CSS. This is actually a template. We use Tailwind, as you can see. So in the production, we have one CSS file generated by Tailwind, and in the development, we have live styles CSS that are generated as we edit our app. We'll see this in a while. And we have base.js, which is base class for web components that I have defined here. I have a few web components, real web components. Form container, input error, input with error, and info modal. If you are interested, I made a video and a blog post about it. I will link it down below about using web components with HTMX specifically. And we also have copied version of HTMX to not be dependent on any third party. Here we have Tailwind CSS as a binary because I didn't want to have package JSON only for to generate CSS. Okay guys, so how we can start local development? First, we need to have CSS files defined, CSS file being generated as we edit our code. So for that, we go to app folder and we do start Tailwind CSS watch, I believe. It just runs standard Tailwind CSS command to observe files and generate CSS. And here we have a config for our Tailwind. So we observe static directory and sources of Java. So before starting the app, we also need to have a database, as I said. So for that, I have prepared a script to build and run it locally. Keep in mind that it will be fast for me because I have run it before. I have cached Postgres so on. So if you run this for the first time, it may take a while. Okay, and we can see whether the database is running. This. So let's start our app. I use IntelliJ, but obviously you can use something else, and we should be able to access it. Here we are. So if I refresh it, you can see that we got HTML, standard HTMX thing. If I go to any page, I will be redirected here because we have users. So we also have validation, doing requests to our backend or just HTMX app, and I have two users described in README. They are prepared, so let's log in as first user, and as you can see, we have some HTMX app. We have basically notes for today and some history. I have generated this data. We have demo data initializer here, and if you're interested, the two users and some notes are generated so that we have something to test out. So here we have day view, and for more interesting things, if we go to something that doesn't exist, we have not found page. We can go back, and we also use JSON Web Tokens. So if we go to cookies, we have a JSON Web Token, which is quite handy. And maybe what we can also see, we have we manage schema by using Liquibase. It's done automatically by Spring Framework. We have just two tables, two schemas, user and that day, and we are using it here, as you can see. Okay, so it's all and nice, it works, but what if we want to make some changes, guys? So most things, most views are defined, as I said, in the Java code, but we also do have some static files, and I run this app. I didn't show that, but I run this with dev profile, which basically means that we are reading static files from this directory. We don't cache them. So any changes that we can make here, let's, I don't know, do something like testing out. Let's refresh the page. We can see it. So this is nice. This is live. And if we want to change something here, something in the views, we have them defined in Java code. So we need to recompile it and restart the app. So let's do this because it's quite fast. Let's go to the home actually. So here we have sign in page. Here we have some validation and your home page. So what we can change is to translation. Oh, we also have translations. Right now we support only English language, but as you can see, I have created an approach where you can add languages as you need. So here is hello username. So I don't know, let's add it testing out, something like that. So you start the app. It only takes like 3 or 4 seconds. We should have it. We have it. So as you can see, amazing developer experience, but that's not the main topic of our video. The main topic of our video is deploying this app, this system to production. So let's go back to README, and we have a few steps to complete it here, guys. So we went through the local development. We did that. We surround the app. So let's do production. What do we need, guys? We need, let's clear it. Let's go to scripts directory. Let's need the Python environment. I think I have it initialized. Yeah, so it only installs one package, HTTP requests. And right now, let's activate this environment. That's all. Okay, and if I would run the script right now, I need to have two variables. So obviously, to do that, we need to have DigitalOcean account. So I need to have DigitalOcean API token. So I'm already logged in to my DigitalOcean account. We go to API. Let's generate new token. I don't know, let's call it YouTube. I will delete it anyways. Full access. Let's generate it, and we have it. So right now we just run the OAP token equals the token. Let's run the script again. We need to have SSH key fingerprint. I need to upload it to your digital account, obviously, to have access to machine that we'll create. I have done it already, but where it is, guys? I think settings, security. Yeah, let's copy it. And right now we will create a droplet with firewall, Docker installed, and SSH access only for this particular fingerprint, which is my machine. So let's run it. Okay, this is getting created. I think we can already see on the DigitalOcean UI that we have it. It is getting created, so let's wait. Okay guys, so the droplet was created, the firewall was created. So right now, if we go to droplets, we have a droplet with the IP address. Let's copy the IP address somewhere. I can have it here, it doesn't matter, because right now we need to have a domain. We need to map this IP address to a domain. So we need to have a domain. If you want to repeat these steps, I have one, so I need to prepare the DNS record. So let me do this and I see you in a while. Okay guys, so I have set up the DNS record. We can see that we can validate this like that. So I will SSH into machine using the domain that I have chosen, which is subdomain of the domain of my blog. And as you can see, we have Docker, and theoretically everything should work. So let's go further. Right now we need to prepare the HTTPS. So we have a script for that, but as the README says, first we need to modify the config prod and file to have our domain. So let's do that. So here my domain, and here let's use my email. Yeah, that should be correct. And let's set up the HTTPS, guys. So it will be the throwaway Nginx version. It only serves us to fulfill the challenge that let's encrypt DOS. Okay, something didn't work. Okay guys, I had a bug in my deploy script. Let's run again. Should work. Okay, so we are deploying it. We're deploying the HTTPS Nginx version, Nginx HTTPS setup version. As you can see, okay, it started. Right now we are issuing, we are asking Certbot to issue a certificate. We're doing the change, and yeah, I think it worked, which is nice. We validate it in the next steps that we have auto renewal and so on. Yeah, so right now let's go forward, guys. Let's actually deploy the normal Nginx by following these steps. So let's export and prot up is Nginx and bit and package, and we are actually building the Nginx as Docker image, zipped, wrapped, and we have a few wrapper scripts. In general, I have used this approach and described it in a few videos. I will link them down below. Before we deploy it, we also have a few scripts that coordinate zero-downtime deploy. I have also made a video about that, so I will also link this below. And yeah, I think that's it as for Nginx build. Let's deploy this guy. Okay, we are deploying, and after that we will see that HTTPS works, but obviously we don't have our app yet. I need to first deploy the Nginx. Okay, that's expected. Gateway timeout, because our app is not available, but we should start even. Yeah. So let's see that this works actually. Let's just change it to our domain, which is HTMX production setup.com. As you can see, it works. We have HTTPS, and we can see that our auto renewal of HTTPS certificates work. So let's go to our machine. We have Nginx. Let's copy this command. It will simulate the renewal of SSL certificates and tell us whether everything works or not. Yeah, this change, it's the Certbot, it only generates some static file that our HTTP server needs to return when it is asked. So that's for it. We have it. Okay. Everything works. If you are curious, all of that is in the Nginx package. Specifically, I think here, we just served the well-known change file. Let's encrypt certbot. Okay, guys, but we have it. So let's do the database deploy. So let's just export up db and let's build and package up again. As previously, all of the builds can be solved for you because I have cached the Docker base images. Here we have Postgres 16, so keep that in mind. Okay, it is building, and then we deploy it. After it's completed, let's deploy it. And then after deploying it, we will generate some secrets, although it's not strictly necessary because both application and database is on one machine. But we will do this in production, and this is about production setup. Why not? And additionally, we have JSON web tokens, so we also have secrets for that. But let's wait for the deploy to complete before moving to the next step. Okay, I think it will work. We can go to our machine, and we do have our DB. So let's assume that it works. Right now we will generate secrets as said here. So let's actually just type it. We have some secrets, and you can see that if run again, we have another one. They are random. So right now, what we need to do? We need to go to our machine. And create this directory. We have secrets there. Let's go there. Just this. We are here, no secrets. And let's copy paste this command, guys. It will simply put these random strings into our files, and our applications and database our application will read them and put them in the environment variables. It's strictly our bash script that starts our application will do this, but I will show you this in a while. Right now, what we want to do with the secrets, as we have it, is to change the password of the database. So we can just copy the commands, but they are in the script as said here. So let's paste that. Yeah, and we have altered the basically we are just changing passwords of Postgres and HTMX app user. Nothing fancy here. So right now we are able to deploy our app actually, we are waiting for that. Obviously, that's the purpose of the video. So how to build it? We have two options. One, if you don't have Java 21 and Maven, you can build in Docker. It's slower, but you don't need to have all of these things installed and set up on your machine. I do have them, so I will not run them in Docker, but on my local machine. And for more interesting things, here we are generating Tailwind CSS files, and we are hashing our JavaScript. So as a result, if you go to this directory, let's refresh it. we don't, it was removed already. So I think we'll not be able to see that. But yeah, actually can. Okay, let's do something like that, because I want to show you what we have inside the package. It is being removed. It is being generated and removed the static files during the packaging process, because we don't need to have it in final result, in final Docker, in final files. It is hidden in Docker. So that's why we are removing it here, not to transport them to machine, because deployment is copying all of the files from this directory to the target machine. But let's not remove them for a while to see. And simply in resources or Java resources, we have the static directory, and here we have HTMX hashed, and our our JavaScript files with random hash. You can see we just have 3 of them, so I don't bundle it. And we have CSS generated by time. Okay, but let's uncomment it and run it once more to have the package that we want actually without any of this garbage. So let's wait. Okay guys, we have it. For more interesting things, again, we have current URL, and our app will, we always, when building it, we always generate random port on which it starts. It's only for zero downtime deploy, nothing else. And during deployments, we update the config files of Nginx. Again, I made a separate video about that, so watch it if you are interested. And for now, let's deploy our app. So deploy app, and it is getting deployed. The Docker image is a little larger than the previous ones, so it will take a few seconds. So let's wait, and after the step is completed, we will have HTMX app on the production with HTTPS and a zero downtime deployment, which is just amazing. So okay, app was deployed, should be available in a while. This deployment. So okay, we are trying to connect it through Nginx. It can take a while, so let's see. Oh, it works. So it took a few trials. Basically, after deploying it, we are updating the config of first, I think we tried to whether it's available. It was not, and once it is, we are updating the Nginx config. Yeah, and it just took a few seconds, but let's see what we have. We have 3 applications, so everything seems fine. We have app, DB, and Nginx. So actually going to the browser, it's a local host, so not what we are interested in. But if we go to HTMX production setup, we should see our app, and it is, which is nice, guys. Let's see what we have in the network. So sign-in page is just HTML, We have CSS obviously, and our JavaScript files. So if we go to any page, as previously, we are directed to sign because we need to sign in. We have validations working as previously. And yeah, let's actually try not existent user. We have an error, which is nice. So let's incorrect password. Let's log in as valid user. We are here. Actually, you can go to the non-existent page. It works. We have JWT token and cookies, which is amazing. So everything works, guys. We have HTTPS and working HTMX app bundled. We have bundled files, hashed files served by Nginx. Views are that's interesting actually. If you refresh the whole page, we are getting the whole HTML, but if you go to the same page, we will only have HTML fragment, as it is supposed to be with HTMX. One more feature that I didn't show you is we have this nice note adding text area. So let's add some note. It is saved. And if we go here, we have some note that we just edited, and we can also edit it here, obviously. And it is saved again, which is nice. Yeah, so one more thing that we should do is to test out the zero downtime deploy, because right now we just deployed the app for the first time, but let's see that we can change something and don't have any downtime. So what you can do, let's maybe change the, I don't know, the today text, for example, or maybe let's add here, or maybe let's change today text. So I don't know, let's say today, and let's insert the date here. I think we have local date now, and right now we need to build the app and deploy it again to see that it is deployed with zero downtime, basically. So let's wait to have a package. Okay, we have it. Let's deploy it. Okay guys, so deploy is ending. Let's keep refreshing the page to see that we don't have any downtime. Still it is in progress. We still have old version. Still old version. Checking whether new one is available. But as you can see, the old version is still working while new is being deployed. I think we should have it, and yeah, we have new version with our change. And as you could see, there was no downtime. Okay guys, so I think that's it. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I see you in the next one. See ya!